Bodies Podcast, WATP.
The person who sent this in to me explained that the podcast is bad, but they also do these skits that are really terrible. So why don't we start there? Why don't we start with one of their comedy skits that they do? And then we can get into the podcast and the stand-up and everything else that's going on, because these two are content machines. They're constantly putting content out. Brilliant stuff like this.
Okay, so I think the craziest thing I've ever done is one time I got a little too drunk and I kissed a bouncer.
Oh my God, that's insane. One time after my ex-boyfriend fired off his children on me chest, liquid family, right? I took a washcloth and I cleaned up his sandy mess. And I went to the bathroom and I actually took the washcloth with me. And out of curiosity, I gave it a little liquoroni and cheese slurp. And you know what that tasted like? Like monogamy is alive and well. So. So that was a crazy summer.
She's quirky.
Yeah, it's very sexual. Everything about this show is very sexual. These two chicks talk about sex a lot, getting fucked. But it's also got the comedy angle going. Like, here's another example. This one is called You Know Your BFFs When. So these two put together another great skit for us to all enjoy on YouTube.
You know your best friends
When you plan your hookups at the same time so you can bust simultaneously. Who's ready to blow?
We both bully each other's exes in real life and online. I've made several accounts.
We've made out with each other's dads, so we're not just best friends anymore. We're sisters.
Wait, what?
That's right, Kate. Two can play that game.
I can't say that. You know your best friends when you parallel play.
Your dad has good breath.
All right. So Parallel Play is this YouTube channel and a bunch of shows they put together. And Lucy, what do you make of this?
I just figured out a little bit about the name just watching that. They constantly are doing this thing with their arms where they're going back and forth. It's parallel lines for the parallel play, and I'm just getting that right now.
I didn't pick up on that at all.
Yeah, my mind is blown.
I never picked up on that.
I think that might
I saw
actually
them do that a dozen times. I didn't know.
That's the cleverest thing they will ever do.
Exactly. That might be the best thing that they've ever done. They are insufferable.
Yeah, I wrote down in my notes here, get ready for serious manic energy.
Yes.
Like, these are people who have mental problems, and they haven't worked through it yet.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how much ADHD I was looking at. They never talk about one topic. They never stay on anything for more than a second, and I learned nothing. I'm pretty sure that I lost brain cells.
Yes.
So if you want to check out my clip 8, this is the first episode of their podcast.
Okay.
So nobody knows about it. It's brand new. And they start out talking about how everyone's asking about it.
So a lot of you have been asking, like, what's this show you're doing with Harper? By a lot of people, I mean
My mom.
Yeah, literally. And guess what? We were going to film in a studio, but then we decided that we literally live together. We have this camera. Let's start with doing some vlogs.
So the post-production is really obnoxious. They
it's
put in all these little sound effects and graphics and things, and never makes it funny or interesting. And it sounds like shit because they're not using microphones. They're just talking into their computer.
They have
mic.
a Sony camera.
They have a Sony camera?
Yeah, but
is that
it's
what they're
a
using for the
shitty
microphone
one. Yeah, it's
too?
like the ZV-1F.
Because it's very... well, of course. I should have known that.
Duh.
Jesus Christ. Like, when someone gets a YouTube channle, now they fucking know everything there is to know. I'm just saying, this very roomy and bouncy and reverby, the way that they...
I know why their sound sounds like shit, because mine does too, for the exact same reason.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough.
The thing that annoyed me so much about this being the first moment in their first episode is that now they have done many episodes, and they never graduated from vlogs. They just made it more annoying, and still nobody is asking about what's going on with your podcast, because it's not a goddamn podcast.
I will say, okay, a couple things that we need to know is that Kate has 65,000 Instagram followers and 190,000 TikTok followers, and what's her name has something going on too. And so they are like social media influencers or whatever the word is these days, content creators, whatever it is that they do. But this show specifically has like 3,000 subs, and the episodes only get like a few hundred views or maybe a couple thousand. It's not really catching on yet.
No, not even a little bit. And that's because it's so awful.
It's not great. It's not. Spoiler. The show we're reviewing today, we didn't like. I know. I know it's going to surprise a lot of people, but this one time. All right, let me real quick play you. I watched the most recent episode. It just dropped, I think, today. And it starts off with the arm thing.
Yeah,
and
of course it does.
and they have like this weird thing that they yell to start the show, I guess.
Oh my god, wait, should we talk about that comedy show we went to the other night?
Yeah, and I don't know, like, if you're okay or not, but like, we haven't even done this.
Yo! Okay, sis got extensions.
Okay. So they yell, yo. You watched this episode because you were nodding your head?
Yeah.
It's so obnoxious. It's insane. But it starts off pretty good. Because what we're going to see here is Kate is not sure how to sit and get situated. She's down on all fours on the bed. She flops around a lot. Her boobs are bouncing out of control. Take notes on this one. Give her a pen, please. Take notes on this.
All right.
Because you'll see that even Harper-Rose is staring at her tits.
Y'all aren't. So this is a come on,
I'm trying to get into it. Okay.
girl.
All right. So this is information I don't normally give on these podcasts. Oftentimes, I'll tell you about how many subs they have. I'll tell you about what their reviews are. What I know about Kate is that she's 5'11.5". Her bust is 38 inches. Her waist is 33.5. Her hips are 47. She got an 11 shoe, and she's a 14 size.
Wow.
These are rare numbers.
Yeah.
All of these stats are quite rare. This is like triple-double in the WNBA rare, what we're talking about here.
Is the reason that you know that because she posts her measurements so that people buy her things?
She has a website.
Got it.
She has a website
Understood.
that she's a model and she's trying to get work. She's a big girl. Wow. 5'11.5".
Yeah. At the end of this episode, she's bitching about how a store they were shopping at didn't have an extra large or whatever.
I actually have that clip.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Well, since you brought it up, might as well. So they also do this thing where they're vlogging, so they go shopping together. And yes, this is them talking about that.
Yes, I got a bunch of stuff. Harper-Rose might have gotten nothing, but she was gonna get this leather bikini, and it looked so good on her yams. But the problem was, we wanted to get matching leather bikinis, and guess who doesn't carry an extra large? Fucking store.
Yeah, it was actually giving very fucking stupid as hell.
Literally, is it a crime to have curves?
It's not. What's up with leather bikinis?
That sounds like it would not be great for the beach.
Sounds horrible.
It sounds sweaty.
I looked it up because I don't think I've ever seen a leather bikini before. It's not the right material for that type of thing. And the first result was a website called leatherbikinis.com. So I'm guessing that most department stores don't carry this product. You know what I mean? It would have been Macy's or something.
And it's funny that they're out of extra large.
Right. Yes, that is a bit odd. A couple comments. Not Mark seems to be excited. He's like, 11 shoe, you say? All right, calm down over there, buddy. Relax. And Mr. Skunk says she must have a massive cock. Based on those measurements, yes. I would agree with you. No, she's cute. She's attractive until you get to know her. And then you want nothing to do with her at all. And I don't know. Where do you want to go next with this? Do you want to focus on Harper-Rose?
It's hard to pick
Because she's
somewhere
the
to go.
stand-up.
Let me play you a clip and
Yes,
then
please.
you tell me where we're gonna go.
Okay.
Because I felt like in my clip 4 that any given moment of their show Parallel Play is exactly like this clip. In this clip, Harper-Rose is going to say something, then they're gonna have a giggle fit, then Harper-Rose is going to make an annoying noise, then they're gonna sing and dance, and then there will be some sort of annoying post-production, and then more giggles.
Do we have to play the clip?
Yes.
I feel like we just did.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, it's great.
You're punishing us.
Enjoy.
The guy that Kate likes asked her for money.
There's the giggle fit. Annoying noises.
And that's on Credit Card Kate! Credit Card Kate!
Singing and dancing. Post-production. And more giggles.
They also talk to us like we know their entire friend circle. There's a lot of those conversations like, oh my gosh, and then Fleabag was at the club last night. Could you believe that? Fleabag was, I gave him a hug. You're just like, no one knows what you're talking about. What is this? So for an audience of 4 people?
Yeah, it's completely awful. As long as we're talking about friends circles, I did have a couple of clips here where some of their friends show up.
Oh,
which
great.
made them even more insufferable somehow. So in my clip 11, this is the first episode of this podcast. And this is going to be when their friends show up. So these friends are Gabby and her new boyfriend, Harvard. I don't know. His name was stupid.
Gabby Lamb?
I believe that it is Gabby
Lamb and Harper-Rose do a podcast together called Tea Time Podcast. And wow, was that bad? But go ahead.
Yeah, so you're going to get to see her if you haven't seen her already.
Her or him, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
but
you won't have any more of an
I think
answer
it's Perry
to that.
Farrell, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
So Gabby and this dude are in a new relationship.
Okay.
There's no way. Oh my God, Gabby just came home with her man.
All three of them live here?
Hi guys!
Yes.
Hey! Oh my God,
I thought it sounded gay in here.
It literally did.
Wait, can we clap?
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
We're being psychos today.
on. Ew!
We're in bad moods.
What? Oh my God, tell us right now.
Hunter, you should be fucking gagged that you're even with her. Hunter, do you still have Hinge on your phone?
I have Hinge, I have Field, I have Bumble, I have
Why are you asking him
I have
this?
Juice for Jesus, I have Christian Mingle.
Okay, I don't believe anything you're saying.
Okay, because liars are actually something.
Okay, because it's only cool when I do it. It's only cool when I lie.
This is not a show.
This is not a show.
Yeah.
This sounds like to me.
This is an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Well,
This is watching an
Airbnb where someone's dad bought all the kids a few rooms that they can hang out in.
Yeah.
This is my worst nightmare. Like if you were at a girls' slumber party sounds fun. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, all right, there's girls there and nothing.
No, it's this.
And then it's this. You're like, oh, fuck me. This is awful.
Yeah.
Before we move on to anything else, can I play you my Tea Time podcast clip?
Please.
Sure, but I do have one more clip of
please.
Gabby and Harper.
Then do it. Let's do it.
All right, so after they show up, they start asking Harper questions about if he has ever been catfished before.
Wait, his name is Harper?
Yes, his name is Harper. I thought it was Harvard. It's a dumb name.
Well, I'm
sorry, Harper's,
because
but it's a dumb
Harper-Rose
name.
is the chick on here, so I get
Oh, maybe it
confused.
isn't. Damn it. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't
Fucking
care.
broads.
Hunter, Harvard, Harper. It could be anything.
Hamburger. There's a lot of names that start with H.
So they don't let him answer the questions. Like, here we are, we're on a podcast, we have an opportunity to interview somebody new. Instead, we have a screaming fit. So
God.
turn down your volume.
This girl eagerly approached me on the dating app.
We got it.
Not eagerly.
Hold on. And I was like,
She was begging for my coffee. Fuck you. I took it way too far.
I can't get into a fucking story in here. Goddamn.
Ow! So bad. Oh. He's like, hey, can you grow your tits bigger?
Put your shirt down, Perry Farrell.
Yes. So,
All right, let's assume his name is Harper. All right?
yeah, let's go with that.
Harper, get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Yeah. He seems normal.
Yeah.
Or than them.
Okay. If you say so.
More- I don't like whatever weird contortion exorcist thing that she did with her body there. I don't like anything about this.
What about our tattoos? What do you think about those?
I hate them.
Oh.
I don't like tattoos.
Wasn't expecting that.
I know. It's a weird,
Okay,
weird thing about me.
So Harper-Rose Drummond, who's the unattractive one, does a show with Gabby Lamb, the more unattractive one, called Tea Time. And they like to promote their show with little clips on Instagram like this.
You said this before, and this is back to a serious note. You don't like getting titty.
I don't need that.
See, I always, when I watch porn, first thing I'm looking up, titty.
Can I say something?
Yep.
The person I hooked up with last night, I didn't even take my bra off during sex. So I said, you know what, you don't even deserve to see these.
You serious?
I'm being dead serious.
You didn't show them.
So for the guys on OnlyFans that are getting pissed off that I'm not showing my tits to you guys that are paying for it, guess what? I don't even show people that I'm having consensual sex with.
You know what's so crazy is that like nobody's ever complained to me about keeping my shirt on during sex. They've never been like, take it off.
Really?
Yeah, thank God. They say, in fact, they go, keep it on.
They go, hey, I see you're wearing a bralette. Want to put on my sweatshirt?
Hey, you want to? Real quick, I got a thick sweater in my closet. You want to put that on?
Yeah, we get it.
Want to put that on, Toots?
Hey, do you see this winter coat? I got two of them.
That's
Wanna
the same
just
joke.
Zip
Stack
up?
them on
Yep.
top of each other.
I'll find the hole.
We get it now.
All right, close your eyes.
That's so funny. I once had a guy actually throw a temper tantrum because I didn't want to take my bra off. I'm telling you,
Really?
I'm very weird. Like, unless I am really comfortable with you, it's like, I'll you if I'm not that comfortable with you. But if you want to see, like, really see my body, I think I need to love you or something close to it. or be blackout.
And you know what?
Can I buy you a
Those are the
drink?
only two options.
This digital footprint is kind of weird.
I know, and well, it's fine. We've said worse.
Have we?
Oh yeah.
So I don't want anything to do with that show.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I did learn some more about Harper-Rose's nipples.
Oh,
If you wanted to learn that.
I don't. But please.
I feel like you're going to have to.
Listen, there's people in the chat. I don't want to, but there's people in the chat who are begging for it.
They
so
want to know. They
Yes.
want to know. So in my clip 9, we are going to find out, it turns out that Harper-Rose is actually a little bit self-conscious about her nipples specifically.
yes.
You know, it can happen. So she's going to tell us about how she's about to go get her nipples pierced. And of course, she is going to sing the most important stuff.
Wouldn't that draw more attention to these things that you... Okay.
You have something to tell me that you've been saving for this.
I'm piercing my nipple.
No! Whoa! Thursday! What? With who?
Or is it Friday? No, Friday.
Who's doing it?
The kiosk at the mall. Who do you think? That's where everyone gets their nipples pierced, right?
But also, what does it matter what day of the week it is?
Or who is doing it? Like, what's the difference?
Kate can't be outdone. So in my clip
good.
10, she also talks about her nipples.
She does need attention, this one.
She really does.
Yes.
And then
Your nipple ripped in half.
I literally ripped in half. I was like, I had a seatbelt on and I wasn't wearing a bra, and the seatbelt went under my nipple, and then I stopped my car suddenly and it like ripped it in half. But I was also reckless and like, you're really responsible now. But anyways, now I only have one because the other one got hella infected.
Jesus. Well, good thing she doesn't have a clit ring.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the seatbelt would do to that.
So yeah, her nipples are deformed, I'm assuming.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to disappoint you with the two good things about this show.
It's so awful. All right. So you heard her mention, when I say her, I'm talking about Harper-Rose, the comic, the really funny comic who likes to slut herself out. So she has an OnlyFans. You heard her talk about that on that clip, but it's not the type of OnlyFans that you think it is. Apparently, OnlyFans is doing a thing now where they have people on there who are doing comedy. They're trying to expand to other types of content for some reason.
They're woke.
Which is a bad move, in my opinion.
I might and by I might I mean I already have dropped a few bikini pictures. Okay?
Dude, but I think about it, I see the bikini pics that you post there. I post that for free on my Instagram, and like way worse. Like, I'm not wearing any
crawling on the ground.
Yeah, I'm like flipping my hair, and I'm just like, but I just like love making content like that. I'm silly like that. It's just fun, but like.
And see, I'm shy of making content like that. But I'm not going to show whole. I'm going to be honest. I'm debating on showing yams, but just because I want to buy mics.
Dude,
and those are really
you would make
expensive.
so much money if you showed yams, but I get not wanting to.
He said he want these yams, so I give it to him.
I know exactly who these women are.
Yeah, you've met them before?
They're the broads that talk super loud at a bar, and then they notice that you're listening. Like, this fucking creep is listening to us.
Yep.
Yes.
You cannot win with them.
In fact, since you brought that up, they got invited to a party. They got invited to a 4th of July party. And this is an interesting little saga. It gives us a nice peek into what their lives are really all about.
To do on 4th of July. And then I got a call from my friend being like, yo, big party at this rich person's house. And me and you are like, okay.
And this was our second 4th of July together.
What, in the valley?
In the valley.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay, last year was a SCX party. This year, who knows what's going to happen? This is going to be so fun. Can't wait.
Right.
And
So the girl doesn't want to show her nipples. Went to a sex party last year?
Well, she doesn't want people to pay her for showing her nipples.
No. Even when she was fucking the guy the night before
Right.
from the other podcast, she wouldn't take her shirt off.
Fucking lazy.
But she's going to... No, I'd do it for you. That's fine. I got this. I'm a gentleman.
And so, we put on some cute outfits. We drive all the way out there.
Gated community, like insane wealth. I didn't think it was wealthy like that.
It was the 1%, and I said, okay, there's child trafficking up in here, but
No, totally.
But I'm gonna keep my eyes out, and let's go. And we thought we were gonna have a blast, meet some new people. Hey, in order to meet people, you would have to be spoken to.
All right. So, to your point, they're so obnoxious, no one even wants to engage in a conversation with these two.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Tasmanian devil coming into the fucking party. Like, Jesus Christ, these women need all the attention. Like, Please just go away.
I was wondering if that's how they got the invitation. Like, we need someone to get super drunk and embarrassing, and it's you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I should start inviting people like that. Wait a second, I do. Most of my friends.
Oh.
So, all right, this is more about this party and them trying to make friends.
And like, yeah, so no one would talk to us. And then remember, we knew 2 guys there, and one of them was playing ping pong with this other guy that I didn't know. And I don't know if you saw it, but I was like, this guy sucks, right? Like trying to make a joke, and they both ignored me.
Could you imagine?
I don't have to. I can totally picture that.
This girl is 6 feet tall with giant tits, and everyone's just like, all right, I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'm busy playing ping pong.
Yeah, I'm playing ping pong with my buddy right now. Get the fuck out of here. That's how obnoxious you are, Kate. That's how annoying you are. So after they left the party, what they do is they live their lives on social media. So they made videos about how shitty the party was right next to the house.
We made a bunch of videos about how bad that party was right outside the house.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, we need to stop doing that.
And I remember I asked him, like, Kate, can we just drive down? And he go, I'm going to be honest, no. And you know, once I get in the car, I'm not going to want to get out. So I go, okay. So then...
All right. So these women need to get off social media. It's ruining them. Their personalities are social media.
Yep.
They don't know how to navigate the real world in any single way. Everything is content. Look at, we're creating content. This is crazy. I'm shopping at the store. Wow. Shut up.
I don't know that there's that much hope. I think that even if they got off of social media, their personalities would still be like that.
Probably, but I wouldn't have to see it.
That's accurate.
That's my point. Right?
That's accurate.
All right, so then one more clip from this party thing that I have is it turns out it's probably them, because they're acting like everyone at the party was a snob and an asshole and no one wanted to talk to them.
It was so cliquey, too. Like, everyone was, like, not venturing out. And I'm like...
Yeah, no one was talking to us.
If I tried to talk to someone else, like, besides, like, the 2 people we did try to talk to, I think someone would have, like, called the police. That's why I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay in the pool and, I'll stay away.
Yeah. And it's so interesting, because, like, so the guy that, like, we got the invite from originally... I met him the other day, and he was like, hey, you were at that party, right? And he was so cool and nice, but I was like, yeah, people were kind of like mean. He was like, dude, everyone was so nice. And I was like, okay. Are we the problem? Like, I'm confused.
You're not confused. You just figured it out. Mm-hmm. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, you're the problem. I just thought that was a fun way to end that story. Everyone was an asshole there. They all stuck up. Their little cliques. No one wanted to talk to us. And then I ran into a guy at the party. Was like, everyone was so fucking cool there. That was such an awesome time. Like, oh, I guess we're annoying. I guess we're super annoying C-words. Yeah.
Shocking.
Go figure. Now, will they learn from this? Definitely not. Definitely not.
No, they're comfortable with being obnoxious.
They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're advertising it on a daily basis. They're putting out content every fucking day. Every day. This Kate, she posts a video every day at 11 a.m. She posts a video.
That's kind of impressive.
Nope.
I mean, it's annoying.
Quantity is not impressive to me.
I understand
There is
that.
no quality control whatsoever going on here. All right, Lucy, where do you want to pick up from here?
Well, something that I was very interested in, because obviously what we are watching is barely a podcast. So I was very curious about if they ever went on any other people's podcasts.
Oh, good.
So in my clip 5, they are actually getting ready to go on to Ahmed Al-Kardi's podcast. Okay. In this clip, we are going to get to hear 6 sound effects and 1 title card in 23 seconds.
We're going on a podcast. It's actually the most famous podcast in the world. What do you think about it?
Yeah. There's Joe Rogan, and then there's this. So
yeah. So you've been on this podcast before. Tell us the tea.
Yeah. So I actually know Alexander Cooper really well. We are going on Ahmed Al-Kadri's podcast, you guys. Never fucking heard of him. He's really cute, and
he literally is so hot.
And
yes. I also really hate that they're just constantly doing their makeup. I don't know if you guys saw that in all of your episodes.
I did.
All they do is they sit in front of their camera and they have conversations that they should be having off camera while they do their makeup. And they look almost zero different after they put their makeup on. Yes. So you saw that they were getting ready in that last clip. So in my clip 6, we are going to talk about how they are getting themselves nice and whored up in their outfits in order to prepare for this podcast.
It's giving a conservative podcast, and I actually couldn't look. We both are kind of giving
Yeah, well, you set the tone, and so I said, okay.
Well, anytime I'm on a podcast, I'm like, why would I wear something that I wear every day?
I love that outlook, and I love that you like get the fuck ready. Like you put the makeup on, and you get the fuck ready.
I don't get why people wear like sweatpants. I mean, I get it if that's like the vibe, but.
So you're probably wondering, well, what was this podcast actually like?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
So
here.
we're going to check out the very first part of this podcast, and you might notice that Kate just went off about don't wear sweatpants. You might notice that Harper-Rose is actually wearing sweatpants in this clip.
Oh no.
Welcome to another episode of Monday Fun Day Podcast. It's me, comedian, podcaster, content creator, hiker, biker,
and
biker, to food critic, not dieter
69er.
anymore.
Yeah, 69ing.
I told Kate, goes, so what's Ahmed's tea? And I go, he loves 69ing.
And you like it on top.
Yeah.
You're on top.
Man, you know too much about me.
Okay.
It's me, Ahmed Al-Qadri, and if you could speak Arabic, Ahmed Al-Qadri. I have two great guests.
I hate this so much because it is so extremely disrespectful. This guy's
doing his intro.
He's just trying to get through his intro, and they are being such assholes. He titled this episode 62 minutes and 18 seconds of ADHD, and he was not lying.
Good
it
on
is
him.
Good,
62 minutes of them doing this and being complete assholes. You would think that even if these people are annoying as fuck, that they would have some semblance of a how to interact with humanity when they're being invited on somebody else's show.
Yeah.
Right, they're so manic and so nervous. There's such a nervous energy going on.
Eventually, you got to read the room.
They don't.
They couldn't do it in 62 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, I've been trying to compliment Kate this whole time.
Yeah.
The tooth to gum ratio is a little off. It's just a little off. I mean, it's not far be it from
Hypocrite.
far be it for me to say anything.
And
but someone had to point it out.
She was doing her hair forever before. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, and you're right. She's like wearing drawstring.
Yeah, she's wearing
stretchy
sweatpants.
pants.
She's wearing sweatpants.
Okay. All right. Well, since you brought that up, they talk about the amount of content they make. So I think the problem is they're getting a little too comfortable. Like, there's something to be said for being excited to do a show, being excited to go online and try something new. If you're just putting out content all day, every day, the quality is going to drop off.
First.
The amount of content that we pump out is legally mentally ill.
Right.
But honestly, I think people need to know that we don't actually share as much as people think we do.
If you guys, people are like, TMI, overshare. If you knew the extent of our lore, I mean, maybe one day we'll get into it, but for now, we're just trying not to freak people out. So,
also, you guys need to try hot smoothies. Like,
all right, this is not content, and I'm getting very upset with the word content lately. Mm-hmm. People are mad at the words I use. I'm mad at the words you guys use. All right, content. This is not content.
It's the new C word.
Like, all right, no one likes The Acolyte, the new Star Wars series.
Okay,
it's being panned all over the place. I'm watching it because I just like to watch a train wreck. That's content. So much work goes into that. They had to write a script. They had to get actors or special effects. That's content. Sitting on a bed and going, I'm drinking a smoothie. How is that the same thing? Like, those are both considered content?
Don't forget, they are doing all that post-production stuff that we love so much.
All right, I'll give it to them. That's good content. Let's watch the arm thing again. That's always fun.
Well, I do want to say one thing. I was mostly just kidding what I just said.
well,
or was I?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear about Fleabag?
Yeah.
Okay, so they go to this comedy show that Harper-Rose, what a weird name. Harper-Rose. Harper-Rose is performing stand-up, and so Kate's there with her, and they run into this dude that Kate hooked up with last year, like a one-night stand. It's a weird story, too, because she goes, I would have dated him more, but he said he was going to call me the next weekend, and they didn't call me until Wednesday. Okay. Really? That was the make or break?
So why didn't you go on a date after Wednesday?
Apparently that was it. So then they say he's dirty and they call him Fleabag.
And another comedian was there who I may have smooched in the past.
Yo, so this Fleabag was there.
Yeah, if you follow us, it's the guy with fleas. He doesn't actually have fleas.
Yeah, he does!
But he was dirty!
All right, more arm stuff. That's always good.
Yeah, and the clapping, the constant fucking clapping in an echoey room.
Yeah.
Fuck you, broads.
All right, and then there's more arm stuff. Coming up here.
Good.
He just looks at us and he goes, oh. And he literally only says hi to you. He doesn't look at me. And then he was like, you tried to like hug him because it was just so awkward.
It was so awkward.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I guess this is what we're doing. And it's not like I embraced him. It was just a hey, brother.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I thought this is what we were doing.
Right. And it was weird. And then
we weren't.
Yeah. And then me and Harper-Rose were trying to get in and he was like against the door and joking around. He's like not letting you in. But he was only looking at you saying that. I was like, dude, it doesn't have to be weird. It was a year ago we hooked up. A year ago!
Wait, okay, anniversary.
I miss you.
Everything gets him very excited. So after that, Harper-Rose says, you guys should have a better relationship since he busted on your face. And then Kate, who's a classy lady, it's like, as if.
Speaking of which,
if you can't bust on someone's face,
okay, and have a bust on my face, dude.
But didn't you bust on his?
No.
Someone was busted somewhere,
and it was you. So
under the bed. No, okay, come on, dude. Yoy. But all I know to be true is like, as adults, some of my favorite friends are ones that know what I sound like when I bust. And it's like, that's just okay.
I bring up that bar scenario a lot. It's like that dude I would move away from. Yep. These are the loud talkers. The only scenario I would really enjoy with these individuals is watching them getting kicked out.
Yes.
When everybody applauds.
Right. And they're trying to hook up with every guy in there, and every guy's like, no,
I told
can't
you.
deal with that. Yes. That clip right there, though, reminded me of this video that's been going around. I think Melton was having some fun with this the other day. Have you guys seen the Dollar Tree jizzer?
No.
Oh, this is funny. It's funny because of the reaction. So this guy walks up to this lady and jerks off on her leg in a Dollar Tree.
Of course.
Not of course. It doesn't happen every time you're in a Dollar Tree. Well, that doesn't have to be anyway. I mean,
yeah, every time she's in.
Yeah, right. Maybe you do. But so she decides to load up her phone, start shooting video, and chase him out. And listen to this woman's reaction. This is hilarious.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch. Oh my god. He nutted on my leg. He nutted on my leg. Look,
as Patrick Melton said, I've never seen someone so upset about something that could be solved with a napkin. Right? Like, I've known the girls that were on birth control that didn't get that upset with me. Like, what the fuck?
And somehow it makes the term nutted that much funnier.
I know. I gotta hear this again.
fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch. Go to hell. Oh my god.
Oh my god. She's inconsolable over that. All right, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. That's my favorite video of the week this week.
One more time, go ahead.
I might have to play that on WATS. I think Blind Mike will enjoy that as well. What else do you want to talk about from this, this show, Parallel Play?
Oh.
If you're just joining us, we're checking out Parallel Play, and Lucy Typebox has some clips for us.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Can we get into her comedy? I know you have stand-up clips.
I do have some stand-up clips. You want to check out some stand-up clips?
Yes!
All right. So
I've been teasing it for 25 minutes.
These are Harper-Rose's stand-up. And the thing that I just am always baffled by is that these are the clips that she chose to post.
Correct. This is her page putting this stuff up. So you want to start with 13 here?
Sure.
I was stealing from Nordstrom because I know my worth, okay? If you're still stealing from Rite Aid, keep it to yourself. That's embarrassing. Rite Aid is for the pores. Oh. And actually, anywhere is for the pores if you have sticky fingers.
What?
Yeah. Not a joke.
Nope.
And she does these mouth noises occasionally.
Yeah, the person who sent this to me said, I think she has Tourette's. Something going on.
Something is definitely going on. I think that she just thinks that it's quirky and cute.
Yeah.
I think that it's like, look, everybody will think that I'm funny if I make a little noise right now. I can't.
You should try it.
No.
You should try it.
I'm not going to
see
try
what happens.
No, thank you.
Tune into Once Over with Kaylee. She'll be trying out some new quirks.
He nutted on my leg.
He nutted on my leg.
You asked me to.
So there's another stand-up bit if you want to check that one out.
I do.
It's just so stupid. They're not jokes.
Okay.
I do have clear skin. I do have clear skin. Why? I haven't sucked dick in 2 years. Okay.
How does that connect?
Not know that there was a correlation between those
What's
two
the
things.
correlation between sucking dick and having clear skin?
No idea.
Okay.
You look like you unhinged your jaw like a snake when you suck it.
I have a feeling, and I haven't seen her stand up before, I have a feeling that there's always someone in the front row who unhinged their jaw like a snake after that joke. I bet she points at someone in the crowd and says that every time after that punchline.
Oh, absolutely.
Say whatever up here. Okay. What if I wasn't even on the show? I just wanted up here to I have some thoughts. Okay.
That's
For
basically
stand-up.
what her podcast is,
Yeah, it's
right?
just as manic and ridiculous as the show.
Yeah.
And there's a band in the other room that you can hear through the wall.
Oh, is there really? I didn't even notice that. That's how you know it's a good stand-up club.
It's like Fleece Johnson.
Yeah. All right. Anything you want to wrap this up with before we move on to our cringe of the week?
Do you want to suffer or do you want to move on to the cringe of the week?
You're not asking the right question.
I know that.
Your call. What are we doing?
Let's go ahead. We'll do clip 12.
Okay.
So this is the two of them. They go to a strip club. Again, we know that they like the sexual content.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell. It turns out that Harper-Rose didn't tell Kate about something that happened at the strip club. The answer to that question is that she made out with somebody.
Okay.
Crazy story, right? I have put this into 4 times speed for you in clip 12.
Thank you.
Don't thank me
so
yet.
You did something a little crazy, and I kind of want you to like tell me the full story because we didn't even like talk about it yet.
Okay.
No, so I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, don't tell me. Jesus, okay. So I started off being on here, and then I was and then once people saw my friends I was really like, oh, this was nice. Here we go. And
So the entire point of the story is she made out with somebody.
Well, yeah, so that's actually kind of physics. And so I was getting drunk, and then next thing you know, we'll say a little
Get to the
friendship.
point.
Well, someone I used to work with, like literally, and I someone else was never like 40 hours. No, it was just friend vibes. Yeah. But also, well, and so I met someone else I had a crush on her birthday, but they kept talking about their ex all the time. So I was like, she was like, no way. Yeah, so she was like, and then I just heard, I know, and that's just,
Doing their makeup still, obviously.
This friend comes and when I was on one, it was after you guys left. You left for one joy. And I went to another shop. I half an hour. Anyways, all I know is within like 2 hours before shots, that's actually doing and then I guess I started kissing him in the club. And then yeah, and I really had a little friends and they walked with him. And then he goes, oh, you guys, don't worry, you so much chance. Why would you literally say that? No, not at all. He's so cute. Yeah.
Cardiff asks, is this any worse than watching KB read super chats? I don't know anymore. I'm not sure.
No, I'm getting numb.
I'm getting numb to all of this. So there is definitely a mental disorder. Dr. Drew put out a book in 2009 about this whole phenomenon of everyone now has a camera and they can be on YouTube and they can be on social media. These people are compelled to be in front of the camera, even when they're just doing their makeup and getting ready and having boring conversations with their friends. And they think that that's content, that everyone needs to see it. There's something wrong with these people.
Yeah.
Seriously wrong with them.
Who are these podcasts? WA